Keep that energy going for this next performer. Very funny. Give it up for Bob Khosravi.
Guys, Ramin Nazer. Round of applause for Ramin. Thanks for coming out, you guys. So I have an admission to make. I had bacon for the first time ever this past year, you guys. Culturally, my family had never eaten bacon before, and people wouldn't stop talking about it, so I was like, I'll give this a try. It's the most delicious thing I've ever put in my mouth. It is so good, you guys. I regret all the time I spent not eating bacon now. I'm just looking back at all those sad LT sandwiches. Just lettuce and tomato. I had no idea the beef was the best part, right? No one told me. My friends were like, oh, that's right, you don't eat bacon? We'll just take that from you. And then they just ate it, those bastards. It's so good, it's become my go-to for everything now. I'm just like, oh, are you upset? Let me make us a plate of bacon. We can talk about it. You don't have to be mad. My best friend was going through a breakup, you guys, and I served him 3 plates of bacon because his heart's already broken, right? Like, I can't make it worse. I was like, here, eat this. It'll make it feel better. And he got all mad at me. He started yelling at me. He's like, you can't solve all the world's problems with bacon, Bob. Made me realize that I totally disagree. I think you can. Because the biggest problem, in my opinion, is that whole fight between the Jews and the Muslims, and that's 2 groups that don't eat bacon, right? I say we just sit them down and like force feed them bacon for a little while. And at first they might be mad. At first they might be like, no, stop, what are you doing? But then after a minute, they're gonna be like, wow, this is way too delicious to be evil. What else have we been wrong about? Maybe we can be friends. Like, problem solved, you guys. Bacon, it's beautiful. There's this thing that happened to me I'm gonna tell you guys about. I try to be a gentleman, like that's one of my goals in life is to be polite and to be a nice guy. And the other day I held the door open for another man to the bathroom, like I was like just trying to be nice, and it was fine until we got in there and realized it was a single. And then he turned to look at me like I had planned the whole thing. Like I've been waiting for him to show up, like, I got one. Like I don't know what because I'm a nice guy, I immediately started apologizing. I'm like, I'm so sorry, this is my first time in this Barnes & Noble, I didn't know. There's usually more than one stall. That's the kind of shit you have to deal with when you're a nice guy. It's just all this bullshit that no one else, like I hate that. That's, you know that, and the other thing that I really hate about being a nice guy is that people lie to you. Like that's the number one reason why I'm determined to stop being nice, is that people lie to nice guys all the time. Like either through omission or just like straight up to your face, because they don't want to be the one that hurts your feelings, right? They don't want to hurt a nice guy's feelings. Okay, I'll prove it. Everyone here has a nice guy friend, right? And at some point he like fell for a girl and followed around for 2 or 3 months and then finally admitted how he felt, and she was like, oh, I like you, but I just want to be your friend. And then he immediately came to you and was like, why don't girls like nice guys? I don't get it. Why don't girls like nice guys? And no one ever tells that guy it's because he's ugly, right? You could be like, hey man, girls like nice guys. They just also like cute guys. Like that's a thing that they're into. How about you get a haircut, maybe get a shirt that has buttons on it, stop wearing sweatpants, that's a start. You don't, you just pat him on the back, you're like, they're a nice guy, he'll find the one eventually. And he just goes about his life always being miserable. Like it's the advantage of being an asshole. I've noticed no one lies to an asshole. People get excited about telling an asshole the truth, right? Like everyone wants to put an asshole in his place. We're like, yeah, it's my turn, let me tell him. Like if an asshole came to you and was like, why would these bitches date me? You'd be like, well, it's because you're an asshole. Like, no one likes you. Like, if you can't treat women like they're people, at least you can pretend you're into what they're talking about. And an asshole's like, oh, I can pretend. And he starts getting laid. Like, that's the secret. It's honest feedback. That's what's holding nice guys back, you guys. If you're a nice guy in the room, by the way, and you're mad at me right now, don't be. I'm on your side. Like, I'm one of you. I'm not trying to judge you. I just, don't let the pearl snap fool you. I have no idea what I'm doing. Someone else dressed me tonight. Like, I have no idea what's going on either. I will tell you this is the thing that you don't know that no one ever tells a nice guy. Like most nice guys are like, oh, I shouldn't have to change who I am so I can get a girl. That's bullshit. And that's admirable, like that's sweet that you want to be who you are. But the thing no one ever tells you is that you don't get to pick the girl. That's the rule. Like you can keep wearing your video game t-shirt and going to see The Hobbit. You're allowed. Like that's totally okay. Line up at midnight. No one's gonna get mad at you. But you don't get to point at any girl and be like, you now have to deal with this. Like that's not... right? Because I'm nice, like I've got a great personality, let's do this. You have to wait until some girl's like, oh, I give up, and then chooses you. Like that's, those are the rules, guys. I apologize if I seem a little angry, not intentionally angry. I actually just went through a breakup recently, so I'm a little mad. Well, actually, I'm better. I'm in a good place now. I started telling myself she was dead, and I feel really good now, guys. Like, if you're in a thing, do that. It works wonders. Actually, you know what? It made me feel better, and this is gonna surprise. It surprised me. I didn't expect this. It was bathroom graffiti that caught me out of nowhere. Like, I used to think that bathroom graffiti was really juvenile. Like, I'd walk in a bathroom and some guy had written something like "Jenny sucks dick" on a wall, and I never understood that. I would see that and be like, well, what's the point of this? Why would you write like what? Like, at least give me a last name. Like, this isn't enough information, bro. Like, what? And there's always a pair of tits on some wall in the bathroom. Some guy has always drawn a pair of tits on some, and I could never explain it. And then one day, I was in a bathroom, and I was just full of rage, and I was staring at this white spot on the wall, and suddenly I had a pen in my hand, and I was just like, bitches, man. And then I left it. I just walked away. I didn't, like, try to explain it. I didn't, like, write underneath it, like, I just went through a breakup. I'm really angry at the world. Like, No, I just walked away. I was like, that's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. I came back a week later, other dudes had commented on it. Like, they, off to the side, written things like, yeah, goddamn bitches, fuck those hoes. Like, really? I know, right? Like, suddenly I felt like I was a part of a community and people got my problems. Like, it was really sweet. And then I got the whole thing. Like, the whole bathroom made sense to me. I was like, oh, I get it now. Like, this is where men came to share their problems with each other. Like, this is the original social network. Like, the guy who draws a pair of tits, he's just trying to remind us that there's beauty in the world. Like, he's just... Right? Like, even the Jenny sucks dick guy, he's not talking about a specific Jenny. He's saying, listen, bro, your Jenny's out there. And when you find her, she'll suck your dick. It's beautiful. So now, anytime I find myself in a bathroom and I got a pen on me, I just find a spot on the wall and I write, bacon, man, bacon. Thank you guys very much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Bob Khosravi, everyone!